Okay, welcome to my explanation video. So I'm gonna be talking about pretty boys today or whatever tonight. This was a reference back from my old post. Okay, just giving my explanation on this post. I did it in like skit way though. So I said, my dad. Then this is my dad speaking to me. If a man stays in the mirror longer than you, he cares more about his looks than you. Then he is a pretty boy. A woman can be in the mirror all the time. And I replied back and I said, yes, sir, I understand. Okay, so what a pretty boy is a man that he could be masculine. He may not be gay or nothing like that. He just likes to stay in the mirror longer than the average woman. So us women, we have to do our hair, we have to put on our makeup, we have to do that. So of course we're gonna be in the mirror like 2, 3, 4 hours. I guess with some men, how you can tell if they're not a pretty boy, which is good because you really don't want to date pretty boys. You don't want to date nobody prettier than you. Okay, so really you're the woman. You're supposed to be prettier than the man, but you got some men out here that acting too pretty, too overly pretty. So if they stay in the mirror and they always like, if this is how you notice you're dating a pretty boy. If it's okay for a man to look good, I'm not saying the man shouldn't like go in the mirror and fix himself up, especially if he's gonna go on a date or getting to know a woman. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he should fix himself up. He should shave, brush his teeth, have his hair looking nice, all that good stuff. Stay in the mirror, all that good stuff, just to get yourself looking good. Nobody's saying you can't. But the pretty boys, you know who you are. You stay in the mirror, tend to stay in the mirror like 2 or 3 hours, like a female or a woman. I'm sorry, and you actually care more about your looks than your girlfriend or whatever wife looks. Okay, so you can tell a pretty boy is always going to the store shopping for himself, always showing you outfits that he didn't bought for himself, always buying things for himself and not you. How you another way you can tell you're dating a pretty boy is if y'all go out on a date and he's always asking you how does his outfit look and not even like acknowledging your outfit, and he always wondering, oh, hey baby, how my outfit look? Do these shoes match my outfit? Does this hat look good on me? Does this hat match my? It's all about him, all about him making sure he look good. He never give you a compliment on your hair or your makeup or your outfit or none of that. He's all about him. Those are pretty boys. Okay, they all concerned about how they look. They could care less about how you look. And most pretty boys are selfish anyway. They won't even buy you nothing like for as like an outfit or maybe to get a pedicure, manicure. I mean, there are maybe some pretty boys that will help out financially. Most pretty boys will not. Okay, so keep that in mind. Just because a man looks like he is the finest thing on earth, that doesn't mean he is the most helpfulest man on earth either. So he may not be so helpful with anything really. He just caters to himself. So those are the guys, like I said, they stay in the mirror. If you stay in the mirror 3 hours, he might stay in the mirror 4 or 5. Just too long. I mean, I know a man probably could stay in the mirror maybe an hour. Who knows? Um, but some men that are not pretty boys, they'll stay in the mirror maybe like 30, 40 minutes, do what they need to do, brush their teeth, shave, fix their hair, and put on a nice fit, and they going on about their business. They going on about their business. They out the mirror, okay? The pretty boys, they'll stay in the mirror 2 and 3, 4 hours, just like a woman. So, nothing against pretty boys. I just learned my lesson throughout the years growing, like as I was in high school. My dad always advised me do not date pretty boys because they will not really take care of you. Like if you want a provider type, they are not the provider type. They provide for themselves, and even if they have a woman, Maybe they don't realize that they're doing this, but they're all about themselves. They're all about how does my outfit look today. They could care less about how yours look. They won't even ask you, like, even if you ask them, like, you'll say, hey baby, how does my outfit look? Does this color match the color of my shoes? And they'll look at you and be like, yes, okay, but check mine out. Check out my outfit. Look at my head. Look at my watch. Check me out. It's all about them. So you do not want to date a pretty boy, ladies. Pretty boys are no no. I had to learn it the hard way because I did back in the day. I ain't gonna lie. I used to date a few, and my dad could just look at them and tell, like, oh, that's a pretty boy. Pretty boys ain't. And he was so right. I did date a couple of pretty boys, and he was right. They was all about themselves, especially the one I can remember. And I dated one pretty boy, and yeah, he didn't buy me nothing hardly. Maybe a special occasion. I think he might have bought me something for Valentine's Day, but it wasn't no outfit. Now, what I learned about pretty boys, they will make sure they have an outfit and everything for themselves. They could care less about what their girlfriend look like or their wife look like. They won't even buy the girlfriend an outfit. Won't take her to get no pedicure. And then I'm telling you, they will go get themselves a pedicure before they even think about even giving you one. You probably won't even see one. So, yeah, pretty boys are those types of men. And you can tell the men that are not pretty boys, they don't be in the mirror long. They brush their teeth, they shave, they in, they out. But they still look decent, you know what I'm saying? They still look presentable, they still look nice. Not saying a man can't look in the mirror. That's not what I'm saying. A man can look in the mirror, make sure he's straight and everything, but not no 3 and 4 hours like a female. A female has to be in the mirror that long. Shoot, it take me like an hour to put my makeup on right if I wanted to look right. It takes me about a good hour. Maybe sometimes an hour and a half. When I first started doing my makeup, it took me like maybe 2 hours to do it. Now it may take me maybe 30, 40 minutes if that. I don't know. But yeah, those pretty boys, you want to stay away from those guys, ladies. And I just gave you examples on how you can tell if you're dating a pretty boy. Because if you find yourself or you feel like you're dating one, it's best to let them go. Let them go ASAP as soon as you can. Because if you're looking for that financial help here and there or from them, or any kind of like even fashion advice from them, they ain't gonna be worried and concerned about what you're wearing. It's all about them, about what they're wearing, what they got going on. Um, they won't like help you for real. I ain't gonna lie, they won't help you. They act like they gonna be too cute to even like fix your car. So a pretty boy will not fix your car. Pretty boy will not fix nothing around the house. I mean, if there is a pretty boy out there that do those types of things, they probably won't even do no landscaping, probably won't do no yard work because they so worried about if they're gonna sweat out their S curls, some ultra perm. I don't know. They probably concerned more about their edges or whatever. I don't know. Pretty boys they ain't gonna do the manly handyman stuff around the house for you. So you got to think about that when you're dating somebody. Oh yeah, he looks good, but ain't no good at all. So yeah, so I'm trying to think before I go, is there any other signs you can detect that you're dating a pretty boy? I think those were all of the signs. All of the signs. So just be careful. And don't date nothing prettier than you. Because baby, if you do, you're gonna be a competition. So yeah, pretty boys are a no-no. So if a man, like I said, if you notice your man staying in the mirror longer than you, you notice that he don't never compliment you on your outfits or your attire or what you wearing. He's always buying himself outfits, clothes and shoes, and never buying clothes and shoes, to make you look better or look good, or never helps you out financially with any bills or anything, or just give you money. Be generous and giving. Most pretty boys are selfish. They care about themselves. Then those are the signs that you are dating a pretty boy. So I'm out. I'm gonna end this video and I wish you guys luck. Ladies, do not date pretty boys. Do not date pretty boys. And okay, all right, I'm gonna end this one and I will see y'all later. Bye.